I'm all the way. Pick me on.
Summer Scout. Zero Tenacity approached me, and that was after the split when we had an okay playoffs with Barrage. We went second in regular but didn't finish well in playoffs. We dropped out to BTXL. So it wasn't overall a good split as people saw, because in the NLC if you don't go to EU Masters or finish really well, then your people will not think of you as highly. So I had offers from Italy, I had offers from most NLC teams, because it was my home region for the last 2 years, right? Everyone would look at me there. But I really wanted to get out of NLC, because I could see that in the last 2 years it doesn't bring much value to my career. It didn't seem like a good opportunity for me to keep growing. And when I heard about Z10 first, my manager told me about this team wanting to try out. I was hesitant, right? Because Balkan organizations were always trying to contact me and get me on a team. And usually being on a top Balkan team meant that you would go to E-Masters if it's a good roster, and then you would not do much there. And at first, that's what I was feeling with Z10 as well. But when I asked around a bit, I saw that they have a gaming house. Spala talked to me a lot about how it is a really professional project. Hebby is investing a lot of resources into it and he wants to make it something serious. And then when I got into the tryouts, I saw that the tryout level was a lot higher than the other tryouts I had. I saw that Ryu was really well-performing jungler there already, and I already saw that he would be a jungler I would be really happy to work with.
Pa iskreno mislim da nije toliko velika razlika, mislim da je sad isti kao što je bio čak prvi dan kad je ušao. Možda malo više sad, pošto se znamo dosta dugo, malo je opušteniji s nama kad pričamo u vezi gemova ili vezi bilo čega drugog. Ali da, mislim da je on jednostavno kad ga upoznaš, on nije takva osoba, nije uopšte poučen ili tako. Mislim, ne znam, bukvalno isti sad, prvi dan i sad.
We really wanted to have Nahovsky because we saw that his coaching is at a really high level, and then we ended up having a good bot side as well that we were happy with. So at that point I was like, yeah, this is a roster. This is probably the only time I could see myself enter the Balkan scene, right?
Imagine those buff guys from the memes, like pick MUMUS guys.
Yeah.
I would say that maybe it's easier to gank MUMUS since it's top lane and nobody will expect me on top. Like on mid it's really obvious if support is on mid.
With MUMUS it's a bit more stable, you kinda know what to expect from him. Of course he has bad games and good games, but overall I would say he is pretty consistent and you can always expect good things from him, or at least not to completely end the game, I guess. So it's nice to play with someone that's not a psychopath, I guess. Clowny was complete psychopath. He would, in a lot of cases, like I remember one game he was playing Renekton into Gragas, he died level 1. It's pretty hard to achieve, but he had also some games where he was completely 1v9.
I'm super happy with the progress we made as a team on Summer Split, even though we failed horrendously on EU Masters, and we kinda did end up being one of those Balkan teams that just show up and go 0-6, but behind the scenes, I think our team was a lot more. We had really good practice, we were playing at a really good level. I still don't think it was the level we were playing at, and if we get there, this split, the second time, we will show much more. Now from the polish side of things, right? We'll we're no longer a Balkan team. We're still a Balkan organization, I believe, but now we are in the Polish league, bigger and more respected. So if you get to E-Masters now, people will look at us different as well. They are a different category.
Guys, what you wanna eat?
Cannelloni with meat.
Cannelloni, okay. Ryu? Didn't you order already?
The person I bonded with the most so far, obviously it's easier to say someone who was there on the original roster as well. I'm knowing Sebekx a lot more, and I'm getting to know VZZ a lot more as well, and so is Shiro and Malte. But so far I think I bonded the most with Nahu. We have had a lot of mature, well, that's a bit cringe to say, but we've had a lot of good conversations.
MUMUS is one of the main atmosphere carrier in the team, so there are plenty of the stories, funny stories when he did something really interesting, which made us all of us laugh or something. But the one story comes to my mind first is where in the previous split we went to the chill place called Adelaide in Belgrade, and we just wanted to chill in the evening after some official or something, I don't remember exactly. MUMUS decided that he wants to swim, like basically alone, because no one else was prepared for that. And he went to swim a bit, and he met some guy in the lake, and they were swimming together. And it turned out that the guys just left the prison after I don't know, long sentence or something. And one was a bit good scared, but still swimming with him and chilling with him because he was basically scared. And yeah, that was kind of funny for us when he came back from his adventure.
If we win new masters, we all get the Z10 tattoo.
Okay. I can agree on that.
Nice. Only you.
Sure.
I will do it on my
We have it on camera actually.
Well, I would say they have accepted me, yes, and I think I fit in pretty well. And I mean, some of the players I knew from before. I knew Sebekx, I knew Ryu. I mean, with Ryu we didn't play on the team, but we knew each other from EBL. And it didn't feel too hard to fit in. At the start it was kind of weird getting used to everything, but it took me I don't know, a week or two to fully feel like I'm home, basically.
We can see that with the time we are working so much better as a team, and we are more on the same page. I think he's a great player compared to my previous top laners. He's more a carry player, and he knows how to snowball his advantage and how to get advantage in the first place. And I love playing with him.
I would say topside oriented playstyle works for us pretty well, because both me and Ryu are very outspoken, both inside and outside of the game. If there is something to talk about, League of Legends related issue, you can be certain that Ryu will mention it, because if not, he just feels bad, right, that he's not trying his best to fix any issue that is available. And he can always find a good talking partner in me, so that translates really well inside the game as well.
I mean, since we are playing second split, I think he kind of get used to it, and we had these timings in the game that we are used to these timers, that we know what's gonna happen if we play, for example, strong side top. So I think MUMUS sees me a lot on top.
Mislim da Sebekx ima najbolji odnos prema radu što se tiče samog igranja igrica, ali mislim da MUMUS i ostali mi glavno više da se im probamo kroz VOD reviews i tako neke druge stvari, tako da trenutno može Sebekx glavni lik na koga se ugledam, pošto ne igram toliko solo gameova, ali da, mislim da svi radimo dobre stvari na tome da im probamo.
We don't think that it's Forsaken will be able to match us.
Why hello there and welcome to another Z10 stream. We're gonna see, this was Let's, Graves and Jace are picked literally every game.
True.
And yeah, Forsaken is going for that Graves, and honestly, I can't wait to see what Z10 has in plan to counter that Graves top lane.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what's good into Graves, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know, Jace matchup might be...
What?
Okay.
No. What?
You're ahead of me.
Okay. Oh my god, okay, well, did you see that?
Graves jungle and Mundo top, okay. Mundo is also picked, I saw it a few times, I think, in that...
Okay, so let's see what's going on. Z10 with the invade, and actually just trying to sandwich Ruff here. He is sure gonna have a rough time. Thank you for that, Ruff. Most likely gonna have to flash it at Q connects, and he's greeting out. Okay. He needs to flash that.
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, I would honestly start on red, but maybe he's doing something else because they will expect that he's going to come bot, because Jinx without flash is kinda free kill if you manage to gank it. So I think he wants to do something else and try to get into the head. They need to be careful of that poke, and we can see Seraphine are connecting two people, and we can see insane damage from VDZ. They're winning this fight for sure. VDZ is going aggressive with flash, Gale Force.
The Nexus is gonna fall, and Z10 is gonna get a vital.
Let's go. Really, really insane.
Beautiful week. Freaking beautiful week.
I mean, the more beautiful thing is that they're playing better, as you can see.
In my eyes, as a coach, MUMUS is an example of a player who has a perfect approach to his work. He's very professional, very dedicated. He has like very good structure of his daily routine. And for me, it's really important because I can always like put him as an example for other players. With such a player in a team, your life as a coach becomes much easier, and it's really good to have someone like this.
Zero, right now as a team we are kind of in a Schrödinger Z10 spot, so you don't know if you get the zero from 0 to 0 part of Z10 or the hero part of Z10 until you start the game and you open the box.